Good morning. Welcome in to the morning app. I'm Joshua Kornmeyer here with Howie C., Dovey Doss, and Kristen Copelandberg.
We're off to a great start, y'all.
Yes, fantastic morning. Oh, man.
Happy Wednesday, guys.
That sums it up. That sums up every Wednesday.
Yeah,
I can't see it, but that was really funny.
I mean, some people can. I was trying to open the show, and my freaking headphones got all tangled, so it wouldn't sit on my head. My hat came off. My hair is free-flowing right now.
He went straight Bill O'Reilly, and he said, just like throws it on the ground.
Honestly, I can guarantee you are having a better morning than Josh right now.
Oh, my God.
Man, we got them all tangled up. Oh, it's amazing.
Who did? I mean, I was the last one to host last night, so I know it was me. But
10 out of 10. I mean, you had people coming after you, so it couldn't have been you. Had to be somebody else. We'll put the blame on somebody else.
yeah.
Always put the blame on somebody else. Always.
You see something a little fishy in the station, you blame somebody else.
In life.
In general, yeah.
This is fair.
Even if you blame it on your dog, go for it.
Well,
All right, I'm back.
happy November 1st, everybody.
Yeah.
Finally. I was actually, like, wondering about this pretty much all month long because I love Halloween and all, but I was also wondering, like, when the best time is to pretty much start Christmas decorations.
Now, last night.
That's what I'm saying.
12:01
I don't
a.m.
want somebody to come in and be like, dude, already, you know? But it's just...
Why? I actually
Listen.
crave that.
Yeah, legitimately,
it's-
somebody's gonna get mad at you no matter what. Whether you start putting up Christmas decorations now, the day after Thanksgiving, there is gonna be that Scrooge that's not gonna be happy. So
Yep.
put them
See,
up
that's
now.
me. Do it
I'm
when
the
you
Scrooge.
want.
We had this conversation yesterday, actually, because we were talking about it, and Chris is like, yeah, I want Christmas decorations after Halloween, the day after Halloween. Put them up, put your tree up, put your lights on the house. If you put your lights on the house before Thanksgiving, you need to get a evaluation check, because that is not
But you
right.
got to get the prep game, you know? You got to be ready. You got to know which lights.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can go and buy them and have them, but
Yeah.
after Thanksgiving, then you can put your lights up
See, for
in
the
your house.
but for the apartment though, if you're on campus, see, I figured like I could just deck it out little bit by little bit, but just not put the tree up. The tree
Right.
has to go up there on like the first day of Christmas, or not
What?
Christmas, first day of December.
Yeah.
At least in my,
No.
that's what I think.
I do it the weekend
would-
after Thanksgiving.
Nope, Christmas
That's that early.
started last night.
No.
12:01 a.m. I started
You're
decorating.
from Chicago.
It's Christmas all the time.
The tree is up in my house. Just kidding, I have an apartment and I can't afford a tree, but if I did, it would be up by now.
No.
This is when the holiday season begins. Thanksgiving, I
Nope.
understand, still needs to come, but honestly, Thanksgiving is a practice to get along with your family for Christmas. That's all Thanksgiving
Nope.
really is.
Nope.
It's prep. It's a pregame for Christmas.
Nope.
Yeah. That's
Thanksgiving
fine.
is a national holiday in my book, and until then,
We're not arguing that.
I'm not putting anything up Christmas related. I'm not listening to Christmas music. I'm not listening to anything that's holiday spiritual. No, I'm not doing that. I'm waiting until I get food in my belly, and then I'll put my lights up. and my tree
Christmas
up.
music doesn't stop. Christmas music is year round for me.
See, I'm learning Christmas music now on the guitar. One, because it's just jazzy. All Christmas music is just jazzy in general. So if you don't sing anything, people are just like, "Oh, cool, he's just jazzing out right now." But then you gotta start prepping now. I feel like.
Yeah, no.
I already know exactly what I'm going to get everyone for Christmas. If I had my own house, the decorations would be up right now. I have an apartment, and I'm scared my roommate will judge me if I decorate now, so I'm not going to. But if I could, I would.
We going Christmas shopping later tonight?
Yeah.
Walmart?
Yeah. They actually have really great decorations. It's already up in the lawn and garden section, if you're
Oh
wondering.
my Walmart! What are you
welcome.
doing?
I don't mean buy them because we have no money. I mean like steal
Dude,
them.
this is such an expensive time with like Black Friday coming up eventually this month. You have Thanksgiving, so you got to travel, and then you got Christmas after that. So.
And then people are worried about putting their Christmas lights up instead of all of the money they have to pay for everything going on.
No, I'm worried
November.
about both, okay? Don't worry, I'm stressed on both levels, okay? Thank you.
That's not what the holidays are about, though. It's not about the lights. It's about
No, it's about the
It's about
lights.
the people.
No,
The people
You know,
share it.
it's about the decorations. And
What?
The
No,
lights.
you guys are both wrong. It's about the food.
It's the process of putting the lights with the fam.
What?
You know?
They gave up on me when I went too big.
And never
No,
mind.
it's about getting the last slice of pie before your brother. That's what the holidays are about. The food.
Well, the food is magnificent, but I'm the stooge here. Okay,
You are.
Don't put your lights up. Don't play Christmas music. Don't put your tree up until Thanksgiving is over.
So tonight we have the green light to go decorate your apartment. Cool. Sounds good.
Ooh,
I'm
you go to
decorating
my
his
apartment.
desk. Your desk is gonna be Christmas up.
Call 911 real quick. Police! Somebody broke in my apartment.
Don't you guys do a show together? No, I have no idea who these kids are.
I don't know who they are. Get them out of here. So that's something. Don't do that.
So tonight, I'm decorating.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Cool. Well, Apple, we're about to go on another Apple rant, aren't we, Kristen?
Every week.
Yeah,
every day.
Every week.
Maybe we're warning people before the holidays not to get some Apple products, even though I'm still big on Apple a little bit ish, 50%. I don't know.
Is this about the X? Didn't it just come out?
No.
Something different?
This is different.
No. Yeah,
Oh,
this is
oh,
worse.
no.
This is a little bit worse.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Apple has secretly been cataloging photos of you wearing a bra. What they do is they go through your photos and they that face you're making, Dovey, is correct. They go through and you know how like when you search through your photos, like if you type in bra or like brassiere, all the photos of you wearing a bra shows up. But they don't do it for like men's boxer briefs or men's underwear and stuff like that. It's only for like women's photos, and they have like 4,000 other categories. But at the same time, why is Apple doing that within your phone? And technically, yes, it is like locally searched or whatever, so it is private and everything. But at the same time, they're categorizing your photos based on what you're wearing.
So yeah, like instead of just face recognition, right? Where like it would just remember what you look like, and then it would organize all the people into different like albums. It's doing that with people in clothes, specifically in underwear.
Yeah,
that is so weird.
And there's other like categories like polka dots, or I think there's even guacamole as another category. But there's nothing like if they're gonna do women in bras or anyone in a bra. You think they should do like men's boxer briefs?
Right.
I think
But
they
that's
should
not
do
a thing.
neither.
Well, I agree.
Yeah,
but
it's weird. Do you think that's in the algorithm? Like that's. I mean, it sounds like it's pretty on purpose. If if they don't keep track of the guy's underwear.
Oh, it's very on purpose. This is just another reason to hate Apple.
It's a little
Now, is it for the X or is it?
I think it's for
like,
every Apple product.
See, because I think it would make more sense, even though I'm not supporting it at all, but I say it would make more sense why they were doing it for the iPhone 10 because they have the facial ID in it. So I could see that, but even though I'm not supporting it at all. That's a little suspect, Apple. A little suspect.
I mean, I don't.
Here we go.
You know, I don't like Apple as a company, but I do. Okay, so how do I put
Let
this?
it out.
Android does this facial recognition. Like if I type into my phone's photos and I search Kristen or something, all of my photos of my face will show up.
Right.
You know.
So it's similar in that way.
But I just don't understand why bra is a category for Apple.
Yeah, that's a red flag. That's a little trigger.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a category for Android as well. I mean, you've never tried it.
Well, we will.
We'll try during the break, but I mean...
See, I guess that's something, again, that we're moving towards in our technology world, that they're going to have categories. I don't understand why you need categories for what your face is doing. I don't understand that.
Make your searches easier, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Instead of scrolling through your whole camera roll, you can just search it.
Well, I mean, Apple has categories already that they put in your phone. Like they'll do screenshots and they'll do just normal pictures and videos. So that's a little bit easier. But
I guess you want to get like even more micro.
But this is not necessarily an album. This isn't like a categorized album. It's just if you search it, it will come up.
This is like if you're in your screenshots or you're in all your photos. If you search bra or polka dots, it'll come up with whatever it's categorized as that.
Also, why is polka dots category?
I have no idea. Literally no idea.
Also, before the show, I may or may not have actually searched bra in my own phone to make sure there were no pictures of me, but that's beside the point. There were none.
Oh, none of you, huh?
No, nothing.
You try to say you.
Nothing at all.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. So Apple's algorithm is just all over the place this morning. But coming up on the morning app, I'm going to tell you about Samuel Adams and a new beer that's banned in 13 states. And coming up on the morning app.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU is 8:15 in the morning, and we had some girls just want to have fun. If you're watching on App TV on Facebook, you might have saw us dancing a little bit. Some of the songs get us a little amped up in the morning and turn our morning around. So, just enjoy the content.
That's all I'm here to provide.
But if you didn't know, you can watch us on Facebook Live. We are streaming also on App TV. But if you are on Facebook this morning, check out 90.5 WASU's Facebook page, and you could win some tickets to Fall Out Boy in Charlotte.
Ooh.
So check out our Facebook page for more details on that.
Man, I need to get the details. I want to go see Fall Out Boy.
You can't. You work for the station. You're disqualified.
Hey, can I just go with a different name? Like, I'm Collings Howard.
Wow, how original.
No one will know, Howie.
Nobody will know. I fooled you all.
Collie Howards.
That was my costume. I went as the opposite me. It's like my alter ego.
Oh, that's actually not bad. That's kind of good for a Halloween costume.
No, actually, I didn't do that. I was just joking.
Kristen, you wouldn't be able to pull it off because alter you, like the alter ego of you, is funny. And I don't know how you do that.
No, listen. The alter ego of me is Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Girls like that. Those are the ultimate egos of me because I'm like nothing like them, and they are just complete opposites.
Are there two Nicki Minaj's now?
Cardi B is
technically.
Oh my god.
They're very similar, but I love them both with my whole heart. Okay.
You should hear her whenever we're here. She blasts Cardi B and Nicki Minaj all the time.
They are my alter egos. That's what I consider my alter ego. Yes.
They're just who you want to be.
Yeah, that's what your alter ego is.
It is.
Yeah.
That's so
really?
what to say.
Yeah.
That's the whole definition, I think.
Oh. Huh. Alrighty.
Fun fact.
Well, I've got something that you all may not know until now. I have the 10 most common phobias for people out there in a survey, but then I'm going to ask all of you, and we're going to get to know your deepest, darkest fears.
Okay. I have no fears.
You know what, Kristen? Fears for the week. You're right. And
Can I guess what number 1 is on that
go
list?
For it.
Heights.
No.
Really?
Wow.
What?
Heights is number 2. Acrophobia is fear of heights, and it's number 2.
Oh,
okay, wait. Number 1 is got to be. Oh no, fear of death. I bet you is number
Falling.
1.
No, fear of death is necrophobia, which is 5.
Dang. Okay, give it. Never mind. Save number 1 for last.
I kind of like
find it
guessing.
out.
Okay. Number 1 on the. Should I start at number 10?
Did you do top to bottom?
Okay.
Yeah.
Top
All right, number 10, Galeophobia, fear of sharks. I believe in this one.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I used to not swim in the ocean because I was afraid I was going to get eaten by a shark. Like, I built sandcastles instead of sitting in the water.
The sandcastle's going to stop him, right?
That's a reasonable fear. You know?
Okay, entomophobia, fear of insects, is number 9.
I don't like.
I would be much more scared of sharks than insects.
I'm scared of bugs that I don't recognize. Like I can't identify them. That's when I really start to like. Ugh.
Like they're normal bugs, and then all of a sudden they start flying.
They got like mutations. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm also reading the specific name because I think they're really cool. Trianophobia, fear of needles, is number 8.
Oh, I know a lot of people actually that are scared of needles. That's fair.
Yeah.
But ahead of sharks?
No, not for me.
I think a lot more
because
people would be afraid of needles because they're around them more.
Yeah.
So I think that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Okay, number 7, ophidiophobia, fear of snakes. This one's high on the list for me.
That's number what, 6? You said
7.
7. Really?
Fear snakes. I hate snakes.
I feel like that would be higher.
Really?
I love snakes. I think they're
hate
so
them.
cute.
Snakes. They make candy out of snakes, don't they? Like candy snakes.
My
They're
roommate,
like massive gummy worms.
I don't think those are actually made out of snakes.
I mean, yeah, but they're like snake shaped.
for a Halloween party, my roommate was the brawny man most of the party, and then randomly halfway through the party, he comes over and he's got a rubber snake around his neck. I didn't stand next to him the entire party.
It's a rubber snake.
It
Even
doesn't
then,
matter.
yeah.
It looked real.
I grew up with somebody who collected reptiles, and so like he would just have like snakes around his neck. So I'm just like I guess he got more exposure to
Well,
that.
see, I
Yeah.
grew up with my sister, and she actually has like snake holding gear and everything, and she would hold snakes and fondle them, get bitten. Like,
Eek.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hate them. Number 6 is weird. I can't believe it comes ahead of snakes, needles, insects, and sharks. Glossophobia, fear of public speaking.
No, it's
Really?
actually a really big.
It is,
yeah.
but ahead of
Like, it's
sharks
huge.
and
Yeah.
snakes and bears, oh my.
That doesn't surprise me, actually.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise
Wow.
me either.
A lot of people hate talking in front of people.
I mean, I hate it, but I wouldn't say it's a fear of mine. You know, like, it's definitely not something that I love doing. If it's, you know, larger than a group of 40 people, I probably will get freaked out. But, like, I wouldn't consider it a fear of mine, you know?
I could easily see people, like, having nightmares about that, though. You know, like being on stage and then, like, a ton of people in their underwear or whatever. Yeah, makes sense.
All right, number 5 was fear of death, necrophobia. Number 4, Galeophobia. We're gonna skip that one. It's number 4, fear of deep water, which Kristen, if you did not know, is fear of all water.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's 2 feet, 2 inches.
What about rain?
Yep.
Bye.
She can do rain. That's about it.
No, she freaks out anyway. So that's number 4. Number 3, claustrophobia, fear of small spaces.
Being buried alive would probably be the most terrifying thing ever.
Yes.
But see, yes, that would suck. Not denying that. But is that a fear?
Claustrophobia?
No. Being buried alive, because that's a very specific
that's
thing.
a
I'm
fear
sure
for
that's a
me.
fear.
I would never want that.
I know people that like can't sleep at night because they don't want to get like kidnapped and buried alive, and just it's obviously not going to happen. But it's like if you've ever seen Kill Bill or anything where they reference it, it's like once the thought is there, you're like, dude, I would never want to be in that position.
Right?
See, I think that these are like definitely things that would not be fun. Public speaking, getting buried alive, not on my list of things to do this weekend. But I just don't understand how they're technically categorized as a fear.
Taphophobia, the fear of being alive.
Huh.
Yep, it is an actual thing.
What?
That's not on the list, though.
No, it's not. I just Googled it. It's taphophobia.
Okay. Interesting.
It's like phobophobia.
So what's number 1?
Number 2 is acrophobia, fear of heights. And number 1, arachnophobia, fear of spiders.
Yep. Hate them.
Really?
Hate them. Hate spiders.
I think if they're larger than my hand, I'm scared. But if...
No, even then.
Well, the smaller ones are actually more deadly. Remember that.
It's the quantity of spiders that freaks. If it's one spider, I'm like, it's over. I'm Dovey and you're a spider. But if it's like, if I'm like opening a cabinet and then just like a million spiders come out, I'm like, no, I'm done.
Yeah, I have that nightmare every once in a while where everywhere I step there's snakes or everywhere I step there's spiders.
Then you're stepping on them and killing them. So
no, but then the second you step, maybe you take out a couple, but then they crawl up your leg. You know, they'll sacrifice themselves to get to you.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate spiders.
So, what is your guys' biggest fear? Kristen, I want to say yours is water, but I really don't know if that's your biggest one.
I mean, aside from the whole like death thing, I guess, I guess water would be up there. But I mean, like everyone's scared of dying alone or something like that. But I don't know. I guess my most tangible fear is definitely water. If water like touches my face, I don't like that. That scares me. I get really scared. So yeah, water's actually really up there.
We have a prank for you.
I swear.
Oh, that'd be bad. I don't think we should do it. If it's water,
I'll go into shock.
She might faint. We don't want that. I mean, my biggest fear, I think, on that list is definitely spiders and heights. I used to have a really big fear of heights when I was younger. Not as much now, but I still have it.
See, heights don't bother me unless I'm at the edge of a height. Then I'm a little scared. And then I feel like everyone's scared of heights, you know?
Even like when I'm on the parkway or something and I'm like close to the edge, I don't get close.
Really?
I can do with heights in nature, but I can't do it in a city. If I'm looking down from a window, it's weirder than if I'm on a mountain and I'm looking off the edge. Yeah. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I know.
For me, I have this weird. I made this weird discovery. There's something called tryptophobia. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It's a fear of like irregular hole patterns.
I'm sorry, what?
If you look it up.
What's it called?
But like at some point away from me, it's called tryptophobia, and it's basically like it's pretty much like these holes that are. I don't know how to describe it, and I really don't want to describe it.
This is your biggest fear?
Not my biggest fear, but it's a fear that freaks me out a little bit. It's just
trypophobia.
I'm just not gonna look at these pictures.
A proposed phobia of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes or bumps.
Yeah. It's weird. Like I perceive it as like something could like crawl out of the holes or something, and it makes me really itchy.
Yeah.
There's a challenge you can do on YouTube, and I've showed it to my girlfriend, and she didn't like turn away from it, and it's so bizarre to me that like people can just watch that stuff. Like, ugh.
Dovey, just for you, there's a link, the 54 worst images of
Let's
for
not.
tripophobics.
No, you're good.
Don't do that to him.
A very specific
It's really
fear.
specific, but it's like it's really bizarre because it's like I can't do anything about it, and it's nobody else gets weirded out looking at it. So I don't.
Okay.
I think
So I can. That's why I can sympathize with somebody that's afraid of sharks, right? That's just your brain's just wired.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
way.
I think my weirdest fear, and I'm not even sure it's a fear, when I'm driving and I see a curve, like on a road, I have a fear that I'm going to go fly, like there's a mountain below. I have a fear that I'm going to like go off the edge, and I'm just going to be stuck in my car, flying off the edge, just waiting to hit the ground and die.
Well, you don't. Well,
Like, can you just picture that? You're going around a curve, I don't know, you slip, your car slips or something, you miss a turn, you just go straight off the edge. Like, I have that dream and fear so many times where I'm just falling.
then it's
Box
very
line.
unfortunate for you to live in Western North Carolina.
I know. Like, there's
A
like,
lot of curvy. Yeah.
because it's like you're falling forever, and there's nothing you can really do. I mean, if you leave the car, you're dead.
Well,
if
you
you
might
stay
not
in the
always
car,
die.
Yeah,
There's
you
things
could.
called airbags, and
yeah, you could get just hurt really badly and not have.
you could be an inch from death. But hey,
Yeah.
If you, yeah, I'm pretty sure you would just die if you fell
Yeah,
off a mountain.
right? You're just
Oh, yeah.
sailing out there.
all right, fair.
Sailing.
All very interesting fears from us. But coming up next here on the Morning App, we have our favorite game show, Real or Fake News, 90.5 WASU FM, The App. on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
Welcome back to the morning app. It is 8:34 in the morning, and dude, I woke up to like the most beautiful sunrise ever. It's like getting to the point now where like the sun is coming up right at the perfect time. That's like when I start to come to the studio.
Yeah, but you know, in a week's time, we're going to be
in darkness.
Because we have daylight savings.
You know,
Hello,
whenever
my
that
old
happened, that reminded me of we went to Colorado and we drove through like 3 different time changes because it was
time travel.
Yeah, because it was daylight savings time, and then it was we went 2 hours like behind the time in North Carolina, so we went through like many different zones, and it was wild.
It was very confusing. I think I fell asleep at like 6 p.m. one time.
How is the weather looking?
The weather is chilly. It is 38 out there right now, but it'll get up to about 59 today. Tomorrow, 63. Friday, 67.
What?
You mean
So the weather's going through some moods.
Like that's the high.
Yeah.
you mean 36, 37, right? Because it's November, and we already had snow. So how are we back in the 60s?
Yeah, I already put up my Christmas tree.
You better take it down.
No.
No, 67's getting close. It's pretty close to 70.
That's hot.
It's hot
Anything above 50 is hot.
in Boone.
I would like to wear my sweaters, please.
Love sweater weather.
We all love it.
I know. All right. Well, right now it is time for our favorite game show here on the morning app, Real or Fake News. This is how this works. I'm going to read 4 news headlines, and all I can tell you is the headline itself. You will determine if it is fake, and if you are wrong, you get a tally. It's like golf, and at the end of the semester, lowest score wins.
Yippee.
Wow. We are really close,
Yeah.
actually. It's not
You're welcome.
it's anybody's game at this point because Josh is in the lead with 17 points, and then Howie and I are tied for the second lead, I guess,
Second week.
with 18
Last.
points.
Yeah, I let you guys back into it.
Tied for last. I don't know. I like to be an optimistic,
All right.
real or fake news player.
First headline, are you ready?
Let's go.
Man gets his 400th tattoo.
400 tattoo. I'm trying to think. Lil Wayne has a lot.
I need the body square inch. Like, how many square inches his body holds to know if 400
He can
tattoos is
get like
plausible.
little things.
Yeah.
Little
You
dash.
could do that.
You could do that.
It would hurt so bad, but you could do that.
I'm gonna say that's real news.
You're going fake.
No.
This just got really interesting. I'm gonna go with fake.
There we go.
All right.
Real
Tonight.
news.
Howie, you say real. Dovey, Josh, you say fake, right? Howie, you are incorrect, sir.
Hey!
This is fake news. I'm
How?
sure, you know, it could be out there, honestly. There could be a man with 400th tattoo,
Got
whatever. But it's technically not a news headline. I just made it up.
Oh wow.
So, yeah,
You made that up yourself?
maybe.
Nice.
I knew it was way too fake.
Yeah.
All right, this is the next one. You ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Fox becomes family pet after a couple mistakes it for a kitten.
Oh, you know, I feel like I've heard of a story about that because a lot of people actually get foxes as pets.
Didn't
So.
they make a movie about that? A cartoon one?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Fox and the Hound?
Thank you. Fox and the Hound, yeah.
That is not the story at all. That is
Great
a
movie.
tear jerker.
Yeah,
and it's a
fantastic
dog. That's a dog
Fox
and
and a
fox.
hound, yeah, so?
Not a cat and a fox.
It's the same animal type
No!
feel.
He says the same.
Yeah, I know. Foxes are canines, right? They're not like.
They're wolves.
No.
A fox is a type of wolf.
Well, let's look this up.
Either way,
Before I make my vote.
I say it's real news.
I do too.
I'm gonna say it's fake.
Well,
Okay, so Dovey says fake. Howie, you say
Real.
real. Josh,
real,
you say real. All right. Dovey, you are correct, sir. This is fake news. I think technically foxes are technically a canine, right?
Yep.
Haha.
According to Google. And that's as much research as I need to do.
Oh no. Over 2 to start.
Candidate.
It's not
yeah,
good.
this isn't
Yeah.
going well.
Canine.
All right.
Oh,
Third
man.
headline. A man spent almost $38,000 turning himself into a comic book villain.
$38,000 turn himself to a comic book villain.
Like an anti-vigilante, like
The amount of testing and experiments you have to do on yourself to get yourself some evil superpowers.
yeah, is he not like? So he's not just
Unheard
dressing
of.
up. He's like trying to get like the car and like the cape and like the
Was he
secret lair,
cosplaying,
maybe.
or was he actually
Yeah.
becoming a
supervillain.
supervillain?
Like, is this for just a Halloween party?
Well, she can't say. She
Man
can't-
spent almost $38,000 turning himself into a comic
I'm going
book
real
villain.
because the dedication is unheard of that some man would do it. You are dedicated to your craft. I hope he becomes a villain.
I'm gonna say
real.
I'm just gonna say it's fake.
It's real.
I'm gonna say it's real.
I'm going with fake.
Okay, so Josh, you say
Real.
Howie.
Fake.
Real.
All right, Dobie and Josh for the win. This is a real news headline. A father from Venezuela spent 37, but he spent a lot of money on plastic surgery to turn himself into Captain America's Red Skull villain.
Oh, the Red
Oh,
Skull.
no way.
What
Yeah,
an amazing villain.
He had his eyes tattooed black.
How do you tattoo your eyes?
That is a thing, actually. It's a
you
thing.
can tattoo your eyeball?
Yes, you can.
How?
It's just like you can't like tattoo specific images, but you can dye the whites of your eyes
We'll
to a
Google
color
it.
with
No
tattoo
way.
ink. Yeah. Implants inserted in his head, and he had part of his nose removed, so he could look
What?
like
Can you
Red
reverse
Skull.
all that?
No, I don't think that's reversible because
I hope they have another Marvel movie with Red Skull in it so he can get the job.
Yeah, he gonna have
Yeah.
at that point.
Work at Disney or something. Wow.
All right, one last headline here for the fourth one today on Real or Fake News. Woman is trying to set the world record for the longest time spent whispering.
What constitutes a whisper?
That is fake. That is so
I
fake.
want it to be real.
Who wants to do that? Like, what is wrong with you?
You get in the world record book.
Oh,
You don't get money from it.
Yeah, you do.
I want to.
Do you actually?
Whatever she does, I need to break it. That's all I know.
I'm gonna say.
Think about it, because technically this would be the easiest world record to break.
No, not in America.
Waiter. Excuse me, waiter.
Like, it's not.
Water. No, that is fake news.
Dobby, what are you picking? I know we're tied.
Yeah, I know. Well, what are you picking? I mean, I want it to be real, but I don't think it's newsworthy. I'm gonna say it's fake.
No, I'm saying fake.
Oh, you're saying it's fake? And I
Yeah,
have to say
Everybody's
it's
saying
real.
fake.
All y'all?
No. I gotta say it's real then. Oh, I have
Thank you.
some
I did that
variety.
last week. I did that last week. So switch it up. Yeah,
Let's
come on.
do it.
Let's go.
Okay, Dobie, you say real?
Yeah.
Aw, you should have stuck with your original answer. This is
Fine.
fake.
Nah, I
It's
baited 'em.
okay. It's
Okay, that made me feel a little bit better about my streak today.
Baited 'em.
It's fine. I'm a risk taker. you
I did
guys.
that
That's how
last
it
week,
is.
though. I let you guys back in it.
Hey, well, the score is way different now because oh my gosh, I hate counting tally marks. We have Howie, you have 21 points currently. I have 19 points and Josh has 18 points.
That's right.
Oh.
Don't worry, we still got a couple of shows left. I'm not
Winner,
worried.
winner,
I'm
chicken
not
dinner.
worried.
What matters is that I'm not losing.
You will be soon, sir. So don't you worry.
Oh.
Don't you worry.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, right now we have Water by Jack Garrett here on the Morning App. And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU. 8:47 on this lovely Wednesday morning. You're waking up here with the morning app, and right now it is relationships. This is the time of the day where we talk about relationships, and it gets all gushy.
Love?
Yeah.
What is love, Josh?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
Oh, guys, please don't do that again.
See, because we're the single guys here, and we have to sing on air just to help us out.
How perfect was
Hey,
that?
ladies, did you like the singing?
Thank you for that setup of what is love.
People around the world are turning their radios off now. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that.
There's a good chance they were doing that anyway.
Even though you're single, though, I guarantee you've had this happen to you when you've like scrolled through Facebook and you see an old friend and you see that they got married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that it's weird because as you're getting older and older, more and more people our age are actually starting to get engaged. Or, like, get married.
I
What do you
looked through
think?
it and I'm like, wow, how in the world are I married and I'm not? Like, come on.
Okay, is this technically our age? Are we at that age where our friends start to get married now? Or
Yeah.
is this...
Yeah, I think so.
What? No, I don't think so.
I think so, because think about Kristen. We're at 21. Me and you are 21. Are you 21, W. Dust?
I'm 23.
23. And Josh is 20.
I'm sorry, you're 23.
I like how he just gets 23.
You're such an adult.
Yeah.
But this is literally the time, once we get out of college and people start to getting ready
You
to settle
think?
down. Yeah.
See, I don't know. I don't know if this is technically because we're getting older. Maybe I'm in denial of growing up. But I also kind of think that the age for getting married has become younger and younger. Like, you know how there's a trend or just an overall average? I think it's getting younger, honestly, because I know several kids from my high school that married right out of the gate.
I disagree. I think it's getting older.
Really?
100%.
What?
Yeah. my
Oh,
parents got
absolutely.
married when my dad was 18, my mom was 19. So
Yeah, I think it's more common the further you go back that like you people get married at a younger age, whereas now it's like like everybody's more focused on getting their degrees or like getting their education. You know, like
Really?
I that's what I think. It's pretty obvious.
Okay, so maybe, I don't know, my parents didn't get married super young. They were, I don't want to say old, but definitely not in their young 20s. And so, like, I don't know, I'm sorry, I thought, my grandmother, she got married very young. So I think that it was young, and then it started to get pushed back older in age, and now all of a sudden, it's young again.
I think it's just that point where we're starting to see people like just get married in general. Like if you see like
crazy.
Good for
one
them.
every now and then, you're just like, what? I feel like as we keep getting older, it's just going to happen more and more and
No,
more.
right.
Which is fine. I like weddings.
Yeah, true. It might be. Let's go.
I'm happy to celebrate with y'all. But I guess it's just like me personally, still being in college and not having a job. It's like, ooh, that's a pretty bold, decision to make. I feel like.
I mean, I think it's great that people have found their person they want to be with the rest of their life and they're already willing. Like, that's good.
I know,
Yeah.
I definitely have heard both sides of the story. Like, people who are getting young, I've heard one of my close friends said that, I already know that this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. I want to start that foundation of marriage now, and I already know. And so it's like, okay, I get it, but I don't have $5. How do you pay for a wedding when you're 21 years old? Like, that's incredible. Like, I mean, kudos to you, but I have no money right now to get married.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's like if it really matters, like if that person's really important, I can wait. It's not like it makes a difference, to be like legally bound versus just being with them.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
But
that's the other side to it.
Right. That's just my side to it. I mean, like some people like just really want that binding
commitment,
moment,
yeah.
and,
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
Yeah, because actually I went to a wedding 2 weekends ago, and I've known.
Congratulations.
I didn't get married. Don't lie to the ladies out there. I'm still available, okay? But I was actually a groomsman for my friend's wedding, and I've known him for 8 years or so, and he's 23, 24.
Yeah.
And they've been dating since he was 19, 18, so they've been dating for like 5 or 6 years. And they finally got married, and it was just, it was weird because I've known him for so long, but we are getting to that age now where people are settling down, so.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a specific age in your head? My roommate and I were talking about this the other day, and you shouldn't necessarily put a timeline like that on life, but I think a lot of people do technically have an age at which they would want to find somebody. Like, because life happens.
Yeah.
And you can get caught up in stuff, and then it's hard to spend time doing that and doing other things if you get caught up in your career and stuff like that. So do you guys have an age at which you would like to be married?
25, 26?
At the
Ideally.
latest, 25 years old and 21 days.
33 seconds into my 25th birthday,
Yeah, I was
I'd
gonna-
like to
honestly-
find my wife.
I'll say like in between like 27 and 30.
Yeah.
Because I want to get like a good amount of traveling done. I want to like explore career options.
Right.
You know, if I want to get married, I want to make sure that I'm like ready to like be really secure and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Makes sense.
whereas it's like, oh, let's just wing it. You know, I can just, I don't know. That's
I
just me
think-
personally.
I think honestly, a lot of people in my family just got married older. So I see it as odd
Yeah.
to get married so young.
At this point, can't even think about marriage when me and Howie are still single and worried about our college careers and
Ladies, me and Josh
Oh
are
my
here.
God.
Oh my
Okay, it's the third time I said it, but hey, we're here.
Oh my
Another
god.
Wouldn't you want to date a guy that's on the morning app?
Oh,
Wouldn't that be lovely?
now you're turning them
Howie.
off.
Wouldn't that be lovely? No.
Turn his mic off.
no, this is not going in the right direction.
Get him out of here.
Romantic.
Oh god.
This is the romance.
Barf.
This is what it is. Oh, barf.
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 Legitimately shameless plugs over here. They should be shameful though.
Don't you just love it though? This is me. You know me. Don't you just love it? Mm-hmm. Come your friend. Even if you deal with me every day.
You love it. And you love us here on the morning app. And we're going
love
to be
you.
back on
It's okay.
Friday with Taylor Ann and Would You Rather and a whole slew of other topics. Thanks for listening to the morning app.